like damn near telling the future, you know. Wow, I mean, I was just tapping in. So it was almost as if that the same rituals that they would do and, you know, I guess collect energy as a collector from the masses, I was able to do the same thing. So just from the downloads, nobody telling me this information. This shit coming straight from wherever. You know, I'm hearing this shit. So I'm putting everything together. I tap into the same shit they tapping in, and then I get the same energy as well. That's how cold it is. So, like I said, that kept me interested. The tornadoes, you know, I had a dream. I'm looking up, and it's a big being standing in the middle of the tornadoes. I think he had like white on, he had gray hair, and he was just standing in the middle of the tornadoes. And I think this might have been my 8-day fast or my 16-day fast. And he was like, I'm gonna remind you how to control these tornadoes. I got the receipts. When you go down in the videos, them all the receipts that I've written out. But them the receipts of the tornadoes. So he tell me like, you know, I'm gonna show you how to control these tornadoes. And when I woke up, I was headed south. I was supposed to stop, but some said keep going. So I kept going. And the following day, the tornado hit, right? So I was like, all right, cool. Now that might have been the 8-day fast, either the 6th or the 8th. Because the 16-day fast, I started putting in commands. You know what I mean? Like, I want to see this happen, I want to see that happen. And then boom, it happened the same way. Not the exact same way. The number that I mentioned just came through, and it came through 2 times, not just 1 time. You know what I mean? So that was live, you know, for me anyway. You know, that's the magic. You know, that's the power. You know, that's the godness. You know, that we tap into. But it's like, who told you to eat? It's like, you know, going back to the ego, like, did the ego tell you to eat? When you came out the womb, the ego said, eat 3 times a day, you know, 4-course meals. And it's like, once you get into fasting, you don't need all that. When you get into the alkaline, you don't need all that. You need very minimum of food when you're dealing with alkaline or fasting. Because the alkaline gonna fill you up because it's electrical. It's electric food. It's God food. So when you just eat a little bit of it, you nice and full for a while. Versus when you eating this acidy food that don't have no substance. So you continue to eat because you're not getting full. There's nothing in it. It's hollow. It's empty. It's dead. But when you eat energized or electrical foods, you good, you know, with just, like I said, a little bit of food. And, you know, you just don't need that much. So it's like, who said that we need all that? Where did that come from? So, you know, I started questioning all that type stuff. And, you know, it don't make no sense. You know, right now, I eat seafood. I went back to eating seafood clean. I could smell like meat and shit like that. A lot of that shit old and spoiled. But the beings that's eating it, they don't even know. They be smashing. But I could smell like, yo, like that's spoiled. Like that shit, that body been in there for a long time. You know, you don't know how long that body been in there. So, you know, just those senses came online as well. So just a lot of senses came on, you know, but, you know, I brought this up because it's like, I got something coming through my frequency about, you know, food prices going up and things like that. And it's like, just stop fucking eating. Like, you crying because you can't overindulge in some shit. Like, you don't even need to eat. You have melanin. You can go out in the sun just like you was a child and just soak up the sun and be full. When we was children, we'd be outside playing. Moms had to call you in the house to come in to eat, and then you still didn't want to go in to eat. Barely even drank anything, you know. I don't know, something happened. And now, as we adults, it seems like since you're an adult, that you will unlearn the shit you've been programmed with and reprogram yourself with new knowledge that really makes sense, because a lot of shit don't make sense. It's insanity, because you're doing the same shit over and over again, expecting different results. And it's like, come on, like, when would you wake up? When you gonna come online and just wake up and understand that you're a powerful motherfucker? Like, you don't need all this shit. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need it. Like, it's crazy, because I don't know. So that frequency came through, so I brought that up. Like, just stop fucking eating. Like, you don't need to eat. You know, give it a break or something. You know what I mean? Like, at least test the theory out to see how long you can go without eating. See how you feel. See how you look. See how you move. See how you think. You know what I mean? Just see what happens. A lot of being scared to just go without, because they've been programmed that they need something. You don't need nothing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like, but that breatharian dude said he ain't drank or ate nothing in 20 years. Then they got some other old motherfucker on there said that he ain't ate, drink, or pissed about the same amount of time. What else they out there programming with? There's motherfuckers out there saying that they don't breathe. And I put that to the test. That's wild. When I did that, right? So I use technology, a natural technology, right? And they came to me and they told me, the light beings or beings from a whole nother dimension. And they came to me and they said, yo, like you the all. Like, this is a program, everything is on the timer. And when they shot me out into the void, into the pure darkness, I understood who I was. And then I came back into the body. So I remembered that. So when I put the breathing thing into the test, or the stop breathing thing to the test, I had to remember that moment right there. And when I said, yo, this is all an illusion, like, just stop fucking breathing. Like, what are you doing? So I stopped fucking breathing, and that went on for a minute. And when I tell you, like, yo, that shocked the shit out of me. Like, I was like, yo, like, this shit crazy. So that lets me know that there's no limit to the things we can do if you put your mind to it. The mind is all. And the universe is your mental. It's mental. You know what I mean? So if the mind is everything, it's all things, and your mental is the universe, then if your mental good, then the universe is all good. If your mind good, then all things is good. You know what I mean? So it's like, I put it to the test, and it was like, it was wild. And it's like, why isn't anyone else? Well, I can't say that. Why is it like more beings doing this? You know what I mean? There's only like a handful. They call motherfuckers like this like 5%ers or 1%ers. They know the magic.